The screen detonates with a seismic boom, flames erupting from colossal forges as cucumbers plunge into cauldrons of seething brine, shadows clawing at iron walls in a primal clash of elements. Workers' faces, etched with unyielding grit, glare into the abyss of whirling machines that scream like thunder gods. This isn't a mere factory. It's an epic arena where raw nature wages war against unbreakable steel, and only the invincible emerge victorious. Feel the blistering heat singe your skin, the thunderous clash of gears rattle your bones, the razor-sharp tension slice through the air like a blade. You're storming the gates of pickle domination, where every cucumber is hammered into immortality through infernos of innovation, lightning-fast fury, and godlike precision. Strap in, this isn't a tour. It's a heart-pounding apocalypse of flavor that will hijack your senses and leave you begging for the next bite. The screen blasts into a hyper-close-up of a lone cucumber seed, a minuscule titan pulsing with explosive destiny, slammed into velvet-black soil by a laser-precise planter carving paths with lethal intent. The voiceover thunders like a war cry, raw and commanding, deep in the Earth's savage core. It ignites, a single seed, the nuclear fuse to a pickle revolution that will electrify your soul. The camera rockets skyward, unveiling an infinite battlefield of green under a scorching inferno sun, machines prowling like apex predators, devouring rows in a frenzy. Planters howl, gears meshing in brutal harmony, every seed embedded at flawless depth to defy death itself. The peril? One fatal error, one seed buried too deep or exposed, and the empire crumbles to dust. The clock is merciless, ticking like a bomb. Smash cut to hyper-accelerated time-lapse, emerald warriors erupt from the ground, clawing toward the heavens with ferocious defiance. The voiceover dips to a guttural whisper, laced with menace. These aren't fragile sprouts, they're indomitable legions, locked in mortal combat with storms, swarms, and the unrelenting march of doom. Bees invade like an aerial armada, wings slicing the air in a vortex as they assault blossoms with deadly accuracy. The camera freezes on a bee's lethal ballet, then explodes outward to reveal legions in orchestrated chaos, their strikes birthing fruit from flower in a symphony of conquest. Mother Nature's doomsday squad, the voiceover roars. Erase them, and oblivion reigns, no bounty, no brine, no legendary crunch to claim. The rhythm explodes into overdrive. The camera charges beside battle-hardened farmers, boots slamming earth like artillery, as they raid the fields, fingers striking like vipers to seize swollen cucumbers. Rivers of sweat carve paths down furrowed brows, the sun a tyrannical overlord scorching all. This harvest? Pure carnage, the voiceover snarls with venom. Perfection or perish, undersized, oversized, yielding? Executed on sight. Ultra close, a farmer's battle-scarred fist sees a cucumber, twisting it under blinding glare, hurling the defective into oblivion. It shatters on impact in agonizing slow motion, a fallen warrior in the slaughter for supremacy. The lens whips to a gargantuan harvester awakening with a guttural bellow, metallic tentacles lashing out to ravage the crop, belts throbbing like arteries in a colossal heart. Behold the apocalypse, the voiceover growls. Only the elite endure this hellfire. The arena morphs into a titanic forge, air vibrating with mechanical Armageddon, vapor exploding, cogs pulverizing, belts surging like molten rivers of doom. The voiceover surges with electric fury. Enter the Leviathan's core, the Colosseum where cucumbers are crucified and reborn as pickle overlords. The camera plummets into the maelstrom, trailing a cucumber as it crashes into the cleansing inferno. Water cannons unleash cataclysmic blasts, roaring like tempests to annihilate filth. No impurity breaches these walls, the voiceover decrees. Scoured to godly purity, for one grain of chaos spells annihilation. Spectral figures in sterile armor stalk the lines, gazes piercing like lasers, banishing blemished foes in a heartbeat. A scarred cucumber is ripped away, the reject mound a grim monument to merciless judgment. Deeper still, cucumbers avalanche into a monolithic brining crucible, gleaming like a portal to alchemy's abyss. The voiceover slows to a tantalizing hiss, building dread. Witness the transmutation, the forge where the mundane ascends to mythic. The lens sweeps over a churning elixir of venomous vinegar, crystalline salt, and arcane spices in a hypnotic whirl. Dill tendrils blaze like emerald infernos, scents assaulting the senses like phantom strikes. This elixir, the voiceover intones, forged and shadowed vaults over eons, defended like divine relics. Cucumbers submerge in the flood, the brew swallowing them whole. Hyperlapse unleashes temporal fury, weeks vaporize, hues intensify to lethal vibrancy, forms hardening into weapons. A weak for edge, for legend, the voiceover taunts. Haste breeds weakness, delay invites decay.